Welcome back. Today we are looking ahead at what is in store for the markets amidst the coronavirus outbreak. Mike Reeves of Strategic Wealth Designers joining us now live to discuss what we need to be paying attention to this week. First off, good morning to you, Mike.
Good morning, Scott. How are you?
I'm doing well. The markets on Friday not doing so well. They dropped about 620 points and already starting off this week with something from the Oracle of Omaha known as Warren Buffett, right?
That's right. Kind of a interesting development over the weekend. It came out he sold all his airline stocks. So because of the virus, he thinks that business has changed. Also, things coming up this week, 150 of the top 500 companies in the country that are publicly traded, or 150 out of those 500 reporting numbers. Not so important what they did in the past, but what's to come. And also how much cash is in the piggy bank. Further layoffs, Disney, CBS, PayPal. It's going to be interesting.
So if you did make some money during April, is there anything you can do for some of our viewers to maybe stash away some of those gains?
Yeah, I mean, kind of keep in mind that the Fed has spiked the punch bowl, and that's great. We love that they're trying to create confidence. However, with this much damage to the economy, you're going to see very likely a trading range. And at the upper end of that range, if you're taking too much risk, don't sit on your hands. Hope is not a strategy. Move some of that money to safer investments, some lateral moves, get some safety nets under that portfolio.
All right, I know you talked about the big rise in April, and then it's kind of dropped off. And you expect to see more of that in May or not?
No, we definitely expect to see a trading range form on the bottom. Okay, so all these wonderful events, hope comes in there, but the economic realities of how this virus has affected not only businesses but buying habits, that's going to create some sideways movements. If you haven't done a stress test on your portfolio, if you don't know how it's going to react, I certainly would use this strength to do that now.
What about this being an election year? Oftentimes that does some volatile stuff to the markets. What are you seeing about the 2020 election?
So we've had election years in times of war and recessions. This is going to be an unprecedented situation because of that virus. So look for more virtual events. Look for both sides focusing on what President Trump has done during this period, and definitely look for more volatility in the market. This is going to swing how the market sees each party. You know, when taxes are going to rise, that's going to happen. So again, keep in mind, preservation of capital, it is just as important, if not more important, than making money in the financial markets. A blended approach typically wins out over time.
All right, sounds good. What are we talking about tomorrow, Mike?
We're going to talk about the Hoosier State and reopening this state and how that's going to work and what's the impact on the economy here.
Yeah, a lot of people want to know about that one. Mike Reeves of Strategic Wealth Designers. Mike, thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.